Hey everybody, I'm John. I collect cards. Hope you're doing well. It's Monday night, April 1st, and I want to try something new with this video. I want to run down with you here some results from a recent auction. So I'm thinking about doing this on occasion, and I definitely would be curious to know what you think. So this is, I'm going to show 8 different lots here from the Heritage Auctions Sunday night auction that wrapped up last night, March 31st. I just wanted to kind of share some lots that I was interested in and just wanted to track, and then just sort of show you what they went for, just to give you a sense of kind of some of my kind of collecting interest, or just sort of curiosity, maybe more of the curiosity piece, in terms of just what appeals to me or what draws my attention in these auction house lots, and then just maybe if I do these over the course of weeks, or we'll see how it goes, maybe months even. Just something new I'm trying here, but maybe it gives a sense of kind of the pulse of some things in terms of taking a temperature of collector interest or even investor interest in the hobby. Now, most of these cards I'm going to show here are mid-range kinds of stuff, I'd say. Nothing, these aren't 5-figure kinds of lots that I'm going to show here, because those are once in a while I might follow that just for, whatever reason, but you're usually finding those right on the homepage of the auction house site anyway. But without further ado, let me run through these 8 lots that I tracked this past Sunday night. And here's the one the only lot that I actually put a bid on, more to just put a toe in the water on it. It was the Whitey Ford rookie from 1951 Bowman. I'm actually going to zoom in now. I kind of have the camera set up to where hopefully this will be fairly smooth here. But as you can see, it went for $276, including the buyer's premium. And what I'm going to do here is actually kind of show you I have VCP prices queued up for each of these lots. But as you can sort of tell from Whitey here, it's not a great 2.5. I mean, it's okay, I suppose, but it's not, and I won't do this for every example. I might just do it for this one, but, it's a little rough around the edges, you'd say. But at the same time, a 2.5 went for $276, I believe it was. And so here's the, on VCP, you could see it underperformed last night. So here are the corresponding prices for PSA and SGC right there. So Whitey was an underperformer last night on SGC by about $50. So, but at the same time, it was something that, like, once it got to the 200s, it was something I wasn't truly, serious about looking into last night. It was more of just curiosity. But here are the rest of these lots that I didn't even put a bid in. But here's a Frank Robinson rookie, 1957 tops in an SGC 4. It went for $216 with the buyer's premium included. Pretty decent 4 from the front of it. I won't show the backs of these cards, really. I think we're just going to focus on the fronts just to give you, it gives you a sense of things, though. But it seems like on the surface a pretty nice 4. Went for $216, and as you can see, this one underperformed as well. SGC 245 average price of late. So there's the Robinson. Now, it's possible, given it was Easter Sunday, traffic might have been a little slow. Business might have been a little slow last night, but there were a few lots here, as you'll see, starting with this one, that did perform pretty well. So here's a 1957 tops Ted Williams card number 1 in an SGC 3. This is a really nice 3. Looks like just the centering, kind of like on that Robinson. Centering on this is pretty nice, quite nice. Not perfect, but real nice. Great eye appeal on this one. Went for $264, as you can see right there, with buyer's premium. And the corresponding current average price on SGC, look at that, it way outperformed the current average. And in fact, the price is actually up here now as the highest price in an SGC 3 for Ted Williams in recent transactions here on VCP. So Teddy Ballgame did really well last night for that card. Another one I was tracking was the Satchel Paige 1953 tops. I'd love to have a Satchel Paige card someday. This would probably be the one if I ever were to seriously pursue one. This would probably be the one I'd pursue, because the other ones earlier, just even though he came into the bigs way late in his career. unfortunately so. But wish he could have pitched in the bigs for a lot longer. But this would be the one I'd have even a chance probably to think about going after someday. This one is in a PSA 1 marked. It's got writing on the back, actually some numbers written on the back. It went for $480. $480. Front's pretty nice. It is pretty off-center left, as you can see, but overall, the image of Satch himself is pretty nice. So I thought, when I saw this, even with that writing, I thought to track it anyway, just because I was curious to see what it would go for, because it's a nice card, for what it is. So let me go up to the corresponding VCP. 480 on it, and a PSA qualifier for a 1. 411. So Satchel Paige did pretty well last night as well. I'm going to just scroll up to the 1s for a regular PSA. It's not a whole lot more, actually, at only about 440. So that qualifier actually doesn't impact it very much. And Paige outpitched current average pricing. So he had a good night last night. Moving on. Got a few more here I'm going to show. Got a 1953, also from 53, card number 1, Jackie Robinson, in an SGC1. I was tracking this because this is the card that I'm kind of tracking for the year, actually, as my kind of like card of the year kind of, purchase could be, or hope. And I still have this one handy here. Nice handy little from the old 93 archives, 94 archives from Topps. Still kind of have this to keep me on track a little bit, or just trying to keep me focused best he can there. He went for $432 last night with the buyer's premium in an SGC1. Let's see if my browser will cooperate here. SGC1s for Jackie going for $405. So just to make sure I do have them all in order here. I meant to scroll up as I went on these, but you'll just have to trust me that the other ones are the right ones as well. SGC1 for Jackie currently was at $405. This one, might tick it up by $1 or $2. But so Jackie did a little better than average last night on Heritage. A few more I got here. 1950 Bowman Jackie Robinson. There was no way I was going to really look to seriously pursue this, but I just want to kind of see what this pretty beat up one would end up going for, because it started off pretty slow, actually. That's that when I first started tracking these on like maybe Wednesday last week. Sometimes these things just pop right away and they're like already shot up. But this one started out of the gate kind of slow. Maybe the condition of it, is possibly why. It ended up going for $750. And let's see what on VCP, a 50 Bowman SGC1 is going for a little over $1,000. So, and I imagine this is the Heritage result from last night, is the lowest recent price. So either a slow Easter night for kind of web traffic, or for bids, or just wasn't a great example of a 1. Even if it is Jackie Robinson, may have kept that one down a little bit. I got 3 more lots I'm going to show here, and then we'll wrap it up. Here's another one I was following just out of curiosity, because I kind of like the Leaf set, 1948-49. This is a really cool example here. I like the bicolor background, so that kind of pulled me in. Joe Gordon, kind of an off-the-radar Hall of Famer. He went in posthumously in, I believe it was 2009, actually. Played most of his career for the Yankees, and the last few years it was with Cleveland. Also, he was on that 48 Cleveland World Series winner, actually, as well. So, big-time championship guy, Joe Gordon. Great second baseman. And this is a VG EX4 PSA. It went for $117 in all with the buyer's premium. And currently, that one's going for average about $146. So Joe underperformed a bit last night, which it was, I thought a pretty decent example, but maybe just the interest wasn't there. For what it is, it's a little, discolored a little bit. Kind of the, it's got some toning going on there, and it's a little off-center top, but overall, I think that's a pretty nice example. Older slab too, but still, it went for a little under there. And 2 more lots I'm going to show, and I got a lot of tabs for it because it's actually 2 collections here, 2 like multi-card lots I wanted to just share here at the end. This was a 7-card 1934 Gaudy lot. highlighted by Charlie Gehringer up here at the top in a PSA 2.5, and an Ernie Lombardi VG3. Both of these without, well, let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. The Lombardi looks pretty nice. Well, Gehringer's pretty far off center left. The others here are the other players on here. Mark Koenig actually was on the Murderers Row Yankees in the late 20s, actually, and then he was with the Reds later in his career, so this is another card, maybe possibly of note. Mark Koenig there. Chick Hafey maybe as well. But a pretty good lot. Ended up going for $630, which to me sounded kind of high. And given, you know, they're mostly VG3s, Gehringer's in a 2.5, got a 4, got a 5 qualifier, and Koenig's in a 4. I pulled up Gehringer, just to kind of give an idea here. If my, now my mouse is not where my screen is sort of crashing, unfortunately. This is the Gehringer. If it will cooperate, it's not really cooperating, but the Gehringer in a 2.5, it's going for 123 roughly. Oh no, that was Lombardi. Sorry, Lombardi. I'm seeing in my browser here. Lombardi in a 3 for PSA is going for about 250, and which is a big difference from one. That's probably an outlier actually. So probably somewhere in the middle there. Maybe call it 150 actually. Wouldn't, you know, you could almost see that 3 being an outlier. The Gehringer in a 2.5, which here we go. Here's Gehringer, going for about 187.50 there. So, you know, probably more like 350 for the two of them. And then for 5 more cards, and it was about 630. Seemed like it was a pretty good number there, pretty high price, or you know, a healthy bid there in the end for that one. So, but those are the kinds of lots that I like. I'm interested in multi-card lots like that, and I'm also kind of interested in things like this. So this is the last lot I'm going to share in this video. This was a 4-card lot, a pretty like kind of catch-all, kind of like, you know, just throw in a few things from different eras here. We have a 1949 Bowman Pee Wee Reese in an SGC2, but these are the kinds of lots I love that I have been seeing on these auction house sites that you don't really see on eBay, because they're curated. So like someone at Heritage probably decided to put these 4 together in this lot. We have a Bowman 2 of Pee Wee Reese from 49. We got a Mike Schmidt rookie from 73 Topps in an SGC3. And then we have this Jeter 93 draft pick, which is, this literally is worth about $4 or $5 in a SGC4. And then finally, you got a Greg Maddux PSA DNA certified autograph on his rookie card there, or the rookies anyway. It's not, might not be his true rookie from Donruss that year, because he has a rated rookie as well, but it's, I assume, a rookie card as well from Maddux. Went for $240. With the buyer's premium, and here I wanted to show the Pee Wee Reese and the Schmidt. So a Reese, Pee Wee Reese in a 2 SGC, it's going for about 120 recently, and that's even though there's no high and low, it's probably kind of within the range. So you know, that's probably a pretty good price there, especially versus PSA right there. So 120 for Pee Wee, and Schmidt in an SGC3. Schmidt in an SGC3 is going for about 104 SGC, so about 225 between the two there. 225 for the two there. Throw in about $5 for the Jeter. So basically, you're getting a Greg Maddux auto. The winner of this lot got a Greg Maddux auto for about $10. So to me, this is the kind of lot that really kind of interests me, and I wanted to end on this one for that reason. So that's why I kind of like checking out these auction sites. You never know what you're going to find in terms of what's great single cards or even interesting lots they might put together at these auction houses. So I hope you enjoyed that little kind of run through of some lots I was following. Let me know what you think about a video like this. This is just my first crack at it. I'm sure I could do a lot better at it. Maybe keep it a little shorter, a little tighter, but it's about 15 minutes. That's not too bad. If you did watch all the way through, thanks very much. Again, love to hear what you think. And there's a couple of auctions I'll probably track that maybe I'll look to do a similar recap for next Monday. So thanks again. Take care. See you on the next video.